Welcome to the Life Science Lab of Muktangan Exploratory. It is really full of life with specimens of animals, plants, microorganisms, models of living systems and exciting experiments and activities from diverse fields of biology like plant physiology, human biology, biochemistry, microbiology and so on. Children explore through experiments and activities and enjoy doing life sciences. To help students visualize what is an ecosystem, here we have models of ecosystem. This is aquatic ecosystem, this is terrestrial ecosystem. These are very unique models. These models are closed self-sustaining system just like our earth. This is a pyramid of ecosystem. We can see food chains in different ecosystem. This is aquatic ecosystem. Here you can see the producers are algae, phytoplanktons and aquatic animals which are eaten by smaller aquatic animals. These aquatic animals in turn are eaten by smaller fishes which are eaten by the bigger fishes. This is grassland ecosystem, food chain in the grassland ecosystem. Grass is the producer which is eaten by herbivores which are in turn eaten by carnivore and then by top carnivore. Here it is food chain in forest ecosystem. The trees are the producers on which herbivores animals they feed. Herbivores animals are eaten by the carnivores and then the top carnivore. Actually, man is at the top of the food chain. Here we can also see the energy flow through the ecosystem, how the plants which are producers, they receive the solar energy and part of the energy is transferred to the producer level, then to the consumer levels, and how it goes on decreasing. Children make different types of food chains by stacking these blocks with appropriate organisms in a correct order. In plant physiology section, students explore the concepts of photosynthesis, conduction of water in plants which involves osmosis, capillary action, transpiration, concept of respiration and so on. Observing objects under microscope is the favorite activity for students. They observe cells, tissues and microorganisms under microscope. So let us explore the world of pond microorganisms. Here I have pond water. We'll just take a drop of pond water on this slide and we'll observe it under microscope. So we can see a lot of life in the single drop of water. It's really very fascinating. Nutritious and balanced diet is very essential for good health. So we should know what we are eating, what are the nutrients which are present in a given food. So how to identify which nutrient is present in which food item? For this we have very interesting colorimetric test which tells us the presence of a particular nutrient in the food item. So first of all, let's see what is there in this wheat flour. So I will just take this wheat flour in the test tube. I am adding some water. So let us see if it has starch in it or not. So for that I will put a drop of iodine in it. So on putting iodine, we see that the color has turned to bluish black. This happens because starch reacts with iodine and it gives starch iodide which is a bluish black complex. So this confirms the presence of starch in the feed. So if you have some other starchy food, for example potato, you just take a piece of potato, put a drop of iodine and see the color change. So you see that this potato slice has changed the color and you can see the bluish black color. Same you can try with a pav or various other items. So you will come to know whether there is starch in a given food or not. Sugar is another important carbohydrate. Let us see if there is sugar present in the milk or not. So let's take some small quantity of sugar in the test tube. For checking presence of sugar, we use Benedict reagent. Benedict reagent is nothing but alkaline copper sulfate. When we add Benedict reagent in the food item and when we heat it, we may see some color change. Let's see. The color is slowly changing. It is turning to greenish. Now it is changing to yellow. So this color change tells us that sugar is present in the milk because Benedict reagent Cu, which has copper sulfate in it, gets oxidized, get reduced by sugar into cuprous oxide, which is red oxide of the copper, and because of this the color changes. If the color changes from blue to green, yellow or red, then we can say that sugar is present in the food. Carbohydrates like starch and sugar, they give us energy, whereas proteins, they are responsible for the growth of the body. So let us see the presence of protein in the food item. Here I have taken egg and let's take small quantity of egg into the test tube. For checking proteins, we add copper sulfate and sodium hydroxide. So now I am adding few drops of copper sulfate and now sodium hydroxide. Let's see what happens. A beautiful purple color has come. This shows the presence of protein because proteins react with copper sulfate and sodium hydroxide and form a new compound which is called as biurate, and the color of biurate is blue, dark blue or purple. So this confirms the presence of protein in the egg. This is human body section of Life Sciences Lab. You can see the models of different organs of the human body systems. Here there is a model of lungs. This is working model of lung. It shows how we inhale and exhale. So this is your suppose chest cavity. These are two lungs. This is diaphragm. This diaphragm moves up and down continuously, and because of this we can inhale and exhale. When the diaphragm goes down, volume of the chest cavity increases, pressure decreases and air enters inside your lungs. When the diaphragm moves up, volume of your chest cavity decreases, pressure increases and air goes out of the lungs. So that this is exhalation. Inhalation and exhalation. So this is how we breathe. Now this is the model of ear. You can see all the parts of the ear. This is external ear. This is ear canal. Here it is middle ear. You can see the eardrum which vibrates when the sound waves strike it, and these vibrations are then passed on to internal ear. This is internal ear. This is cochlea, and these are three semicircular canal. There is fluid inside it. When the sound waves strike, the fluids start moving, and there are calcium particles which also move along with the liquid, and this movement is detected by the auditory nerve, which sends the signal to the brain about the sound. This is a model of eye. You can open it and you can see the parts inside it. So this is cornea, this is iris and pupil, this is the eye lens, this is vitreous humor, this is optic nerve. Through the lens and this vitreous humor, the light rays get focused on the retina. This layer is retina over here. The image that forms on the retina is upside down. This optic nerve takes the signal of this image to the brain, and then brain makes it upright. This is working model of eye, and it shows how the inverted image forms inside our eye on the retina. So if you look through this, you will see the inverted image of the object. There are interesting activities on vision. Basically, we have two eyes and it gives us binocular or stereoscopic vision. So there is one fun activity. If I look through this tube with my one eye, and if I look at my hand with the other eye, I see that there is a hole in my hand. Because one eye is telling the brain that there is a hole, other eye is telling the brain that there is a hand. Brain combines these messages and it shows you that there is a hole in your hand. So this activity tells us that brain combines the images from both the eyes and it makes its own picture. In each of our eye there is one blind spot. Blind spot is a place where optic nerve touches the retina. There are no light sensitive cells, so if image forms here on this point, we won't be able to see the object. So this is called as blind spot. In each of our eye there is one blind spot, but we cannot make it out as we keep both the eyes open and images of one eye fill the blind spot of the other eye. If you want to see the image or blind spot of your eye, you have to do this activity. There are two dots. You have to close your one eye. I am closing my right eye. I am looking at the right dot with my left eye. If I bring it close, I see that the left dot has disappeared. I see only white surface over here, because at that particular position the image of this dot is forming on the blind spot of my left eye. Right eye is closed, so those images cannot fill the blind spot of left eye. This is a model of heart. You can open it and see all the four chambers of the heart, two auricles, two ventricles, and the other structures which are present inside it. Here we have model of skeleton. In fact, you can make such DIY skeleton with this kit. So children enjoy doing this activity. This is about the embryonic development of chick. You can see the different stages of embryonic development of chick embryo on the shells. Actual real embryos are in the test tubes.